Good morning, my friends. I hope you all have had a fabulous week. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jackie, and I have the absolute pleasure of telling the kids' story every Sunday here at Agape. And this Sunday is no different. So this week we are going to be talking about one of the Jesus's miracles did. One of the miracles that Jesus did, and that is feeding the 5,000. So this story is going to be taking place in Matthew chapter 14, and it starts at verse 13. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get a little bit of background on our story that we're going to be talking about today. So Jesus had just gotten news from his disciples that one of his very good friends that goes by the name of John the Baptist was just murdered. And so that's kind of where our story starts. He just got the news and he's really upset about it. So our story is going to start with Jesus being upset because he was human and he had human emotions. And when we get upset, sometimes we decide that we want to spend time by ourselves and just process by ourselves. And that's okay. And Jesus did that. So Jesus decided that he was going to go for a boat ride, a short boat ride. And he went out by himself onto the water in a boat and just wanted to be left alone. And so all of these people heard the news that John the Baptist had died and that Jesus was off by himself, and they were curious. And so all of these large crowds and groups of people started to form. And so when Jesus got back to land, when he docked his boat, all of these crowds were asking him questions and asking them to heal their sick and complete these miracles. And Jesus didn't want to send them away. And so the disciples, as he's talking to all of these people and interacting with all of these people, the disciples come to him and say, "It's getting late, God, Jesus, we really should probably just send them home so they can get food in their villages and homes, and we can pick this back up tomorrow. Like, we'll pick it up tomorrow, but we should really send them home." And Jesus said that they don't need to go away, is what he said. He said, "You give them something to eat." Basically, he's telling his disciples, hey, give them some of your food. And there were about 5,000 people in this crowd that Jesus was talking to. And the disciples looked at Jesus really confused, and they were like, we only have 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. There's no way that we'll be able to feed 5,000 people with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. And even if you tried, everybody would get a piece that's this big, right? Because you have to make sure that everybody gets a bite. And Jesus told his disciples to go bring the food to me. And so Jesus directed the people, sit down on the grass, and he took the 5 loaves of bread and the 2 fish, looked up to heaven, gave thanks to God, and he broke the loaves. He started handing them out to people. And the disciples were giving them to people, and everybody was getting food. Everybody ate until they were full, until they couldn't eat anymore. Their bellies were all full. And they went home. And the disciples took baskets and baskets of food, of broken pieces and leftovers, and there were a lot of leftovers from 5 loaves and 2 fish, feeding 5,000 people, having leftovers. That sounds kind of crazy, but there were actually leftovers in the baskets, which is crazy to think about, which is why this is one of my absolute favorite miracles that Jesus performs, because we see that God provides for his people, right? We didn't see that there was a way that these people could be fed, that they could be given the things that they need, but there was. There's always a way for people to get what they need, as long as you rely on God. Excuse me. So, that is the story for today. I know it's a little bit shorter than usual, but sometimes there's just short stories in the Bible, and that's okay. So, while I still have you all here, I wanted to apologize if anybody tried to get on for kids' night last night. I totally spaced and forgot about it. So I apologize if anybody tried to get on and I wasn't there. total mess up on my end. I just got lost track of time. But this week there will be kids night, and I will remember it. It's going to be at 7 o'clock Central Time on our Zoom link. So if you go to the Agape website, I believe it's agapechurch.life, and click the Zoom link. It says for Sunday mornings, but we also use it for kids night. You will be able to find us, and I will have a fun story again as well on Wednesday. So hopefully I see all of you guys there. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can reach me through Facebook, or you can reach out to Pastor Florin, and he can get you in touch with me as well. I hope you all have a great week and a fabulous rest of your day.